As the credits rolled on the Season 1 finale of Georgie and Mandy's first marriage, viewers were left with something far more poignant than a cliffhanger. They were left with a legacy question. In an episode that balanced humor, heartache, and high-stakes Southern drama, the final moments subtly steered the show toward solving a long-buried issue that predates young Sheldon itself, the McAllister Dilemma. To most casual fans of the Sheldonverse, McAllister might sound like just another Texas surname. But to devoted viewers, it carries the weight of tension, unspoken history, and emotional landmines, particularly for George Sr., Connie, Meemaw, and a young, observant Sheldon. The seeds of the McAllister issue. The finale centers around a seemingly innocuous visit to Mandy's parents' house. Georgie, eager to prove himself, offers to help fix their aging family shed. While digging around for supplies in the old barn, he stumbles upon a photo album and a box labeled McAllister. It contains faded letters, a few legal documents, and a photo of a young Connie, standing next to a man with a striking resemblance to George Sr. Mandy's mother, upon catching Georgie rifling through the box, shuts down. "That's old business," she says. "Not ours to meddle in." But Georgie, naturally curious and increasingly aware of the complexities of adult relationships, starts asking questions that fans of young Sheldon have long speculated about. The McAllisters were once prominent business partners with Connie's late husband. But something, hinted to be a betrayal, or perhaps even a scandal, tore the two families apart. While the details were only brushed upon in young Sheldon, the spin-off's finale makes it clear that the McAllister conflict didn't end with the death of Connie's husband. It was carried forward through property disputes, broken friendships, and perhaps, hidden secrets affecting the Cooper family directly. Mandy as the emotional catalyst. Mandy's evolution over the course of Season 1 has been remarkable. From young, overwhelmed mother to resilient partner, she's the emotional core of the series. In the finale, her maternal instincts kick in, not just for Cece, but for Georgie, who, in his well-intentioned curiosity, might be digging up more than just old ghosts. "I know what it's like to come from a family where the past won't leave you alone," she tells him in a rare quiet moment. But sometimes, it's not about what happened, it's about what it left behind. This dialogue, subtle but powerful, suggests that the McAllister issue is more than a buried family feud. It's a symptom of generational trauma, one that Georgie and Mandy, in their own stumbling, stubborn way, are now trying to heal for their daughter's sake. A prequel's burden. Bridging to young Sheldon. It's always a high-wire act to craft a prequel that doesn't just feel like a checklist of how things got to where they are. But Georgie and Mandy's first marriage is proving it's more than just connective tissue between young Sheldon and the Big Bang Theory. It's carving out its own identity, one that deals with the weight of choices made off-screen in young Sheldon, the missing hours between episodes, the conversations never heard. By choosing the McAllister issue as the arc that carries forward into Season 2, the writers are playing a long game. It's not just about resolving a forgotten feud. It's about reconciling the family stories that Sheldon, as an adult, never fully understood, the shadows that shaped the man he became. In one particularly moving moment in the finale, Georgie confronts Meemaw. Was Dad ever involved with the McAllisters? Her silence says more than any monologue ever could. The setup for Season 2. Truth, redemption, and fallout. Season 1 ends not with a big event, but a small, loaded one. Georgie returning the McAllister box to Mandy's parents' barn. But after having copied its contents, he doesn't say a word. But we see him place the documents in a drawer at home, just beneath a picture of baby Cece. It's a classic storytelling technique, the visual promise. These papers, these secrets, will come back, they'll ripple through the Cooper family, and eventually, they'll force a reckoning. But the key to it all is perspective. Where young Sheldon viewed the family through the lens of Sheldon's brilliance and emotional awkwardness, Georgie and Mandy reframes the Coopers through empathy, growth, and painful self-awareness. Georgie, once a comic side character known for his lack of ambition, is becoming a bridge between past and future, secrecy and transparency, dysfunction and healing. A quiet revolution in the Sheldonverse. If young Sheldon gave us the mythology of a genius raised in chaos, Georgie and Mandy gives us the humanity of the family that made that chaos survivable. And by tackling a plotline like the McAllister issue, one that was only faintly alluded to but never fully explored, the show is retroactively enriching its predecessors. It's no small feat, but what makes this story particularly poignant is the idea that not all family legacies are built intentionally. Some are inherited in silence. Some are passed down in hushed conversations and unfinished arguments. And some, like the McAllister issue, are etched into the margins of family history, waiting for someone brave, or foolish, enough to bring them to light. Final thoughts. The past isn't done with them. Georgie and Mandy's first season ends not with closure, but with conviction. A young couple trying to raise a child while sifting through the ashes of their family's unresolved pasts. That's fertile ground for not just comedy, but catharsis. As we wait for season 2, one thing is clear. The McAllisters may have been missing from the screen in Young Sheldon, but they were never absent from the story. And now, with Georgie digging into their buried truth, Georgie and Mandy is poised to rewrite a part of the Cooper saga we never realized was incomplete. And maybe, just maybe, that's how legacies are rebuilt, not through genius, but through courage, love, and a refusal to leave the past untouched. Let me know if you'd like a more factual or shorter version, or if you want this stylized as a TV blog post or voiceover monologue.